Mark your calendars June 2nd, 2018 for CorgsCon in Columbus, Ohio. See you there. Well, hi everyone, welcome again to another Willie's Ramblins and Pickup video. As you saw at the very beginning of the video clip here, the little episode, I'm going to be at Corgs in Columbus, Ohio on June 2nd. The show goes from, I think, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Early bird specials at 9 a.m. You get advanced tickets or something like that. But I'll be at the show again. It's been a couple years since I've been there, so I'm looking forward to going there. And of course, there's a store there I'm going to hit while I'm in town. Big Fun. If you're in town for Corgs, definitely check out the Big Fun retro toy stores. It's over in the Short North area of Columbus. It's freaking incredible, man. It's a really cool store to visit. I can't recommend it enough to check it out. So besides that, not really been doing a whole lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of traveling for work, as I always do. And I had a whole lot of time to go out and do a lot of hunting. Unfortunately, life has just gotten really busy for some reason. Don't know why. Hopefully things will calm down. I'll be able to do some more retro hunting again and stuff like that. I did visit one of my buddy's stores, Cro-Mag Toys, over in Raleigh, North Carolina. Larry has some cool stuff over there. He had a G.I. Joe, the huge aircraft carrier. What it's called? I forgot the name of that aircraft carrier, but it's that really big aircraft carrier. This is the third one I've seen in the past year. It's like, I keep seeing these crazy things. It looked pretty complete. Pretty awesome toy there. Really didn't get into the G.I. Joe stuff too much growing up, but it's still cool to see. He also had a Johnny 7 machine gun. Now, my brother had one of these growing up that I inherited. He handed it down to me. That was a really awesome gun. Loved that thing. I would have loved to bought the one off of Larry, but probably would not have a happy home if I bring too much stuff home like that. Let's see what else. Oh, he had a vinyl cape Jawa still on the card that he got into the store. That was cool to see. And it didn't last very long. He recently sold it. Probably about 2 weeks after I saw it, he done had it sold. But I never saw one in person since way back then when they originally came out. I had a vinyl cape Jawa growing up, but he lost one of his legs in an unfortunate accident with the lawnmower. We bow our heads. Poor little Jawa. Anyway, what else? Oh, let's get to the pickups. Enough of this rambling and jambling and jabbering, whatever. So right off the bat, I finally got a hold of a complete box Space Shuttle. Yeah! I love this game on the Atari 2600. I got it on my Atari 8-bit as well. It's actually a pretty good little simulation game. This one is complete in the box. Has all the overlays you need to put on the Atari, whether you got a 4-switch or a 6-switch. So this game is being inducted into the Willie's A to Z favorite games for Atari 2600 as the letter S, replacing Space Invaders, which I'll make into an Atari-Cade video. I played Space Shuttle a whole lot more than I did Space Invaders on my 2600. Mainly because I was really into the space program. I still am. I love anything to do with outer space. And this game just takes me back, especially since it was on the Space Shuttle. I remember when the Columbia first launched. I sat up watching that thing. I even videotaped it to watch the original launch of the Shuttle Columbia with that brown main booster tank it had on and everything. So cool to see. So cool. Alright, what else we got here? My buddy RK from the Toy Tune podcast, he donated a Atari Joystick keychain that has Yar's Revenge and Centipede on it. Still sealed. That's pretty cool. I'd like to find the paddle version of this as well. Pretty awesome. Little plug and play system. Pretty neat. Also got a hold of a new homebrew game. Boss. Awesome. This is actually a pretty cool game. I backed it on I think it was on Kickstarter. And I got the digital download I got the ROM from a Harmony cartridge. but also wanted to get the actual print version as well. I'll be doing a dedicated video on this sometime in the near future. And a lot of you may see there's a little dent in the box right there. Right there. This guy, unfortunately, I think his name's Dave, who did this game, he sent this thing in a bubble mailer. Hashtag RetroMangle. It's frustrating when you get cartridges in bubble mailers. Seems to happen to me a whole lot. Alright. My friends Gary and Alone Saffer, who worked at Mattel, back in the day, and still do a lot of cool stuff in the toy business, they sent me something really cool. It's a reprint of a cartoons magazine by Errol McCarthy. That is awesome. I remember reading cartoons magazines growing up. I thought they were great. So this reprint was sent to me, and they're really good friends with Errol. So I'm trying to get in contact with Errol right now to do a Toy Tune podcast to talk about the history of him working on these cartoons magazines and everything, plus other toy-related topics as well. So stay tuned to the Toy Tune podcast for a future interview with Mr. Errol McCarthy. Then I worked out a really cool trade with my buddy Ed of Aladdin Controllers. He sent me one of these Star Wars Action Fleet Star Destroyers. Pretty awesome. Has sound effects. Little engines light up in the back. That's pretty cool. So that's kind of neat. Pretty neat little thing. Put on my shelf. Of course, for the Toy Tune podcast, for a future Model Corner segment I plan on doing, I'm going to be assembling this little Concours boxcar. I used to do this a lot growing up. I would get these little kits, HO scale kits, and put my own cars together and custom letter them, all kinds of stuff, and age them, make them look like they're really old and everything. So I plan on doing that to this to try to recreate what I used to do when I was a kid. So, pretty cool. Also for the Toy Tune, when I do a Model Corner, I'm going to put together the Snap Tight Polar Lights Batmobile, the classic 66 Batmobile. Oh yeah! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, that'd be a fun kit to put together and make a video on. And then, my buddy Tom and I plan on, for the Toy Tune podcast, doing a rocket car race with these STS Blurs, rocket dragsters. Take little rocket motors. That'd be kind of cool. And lastly, but not leastly, had a really cool show donation. I came home from traveling a few weeks ago, and I found a box sitting out in my room, and this was in it. I had one of those little STS Minis sent to me. Thank you to the viewer who sent this. I really appreciate it. They want to remain anonymous, but I really appreciate you sending this in. I've got the Japanese version up there. That's what I really wanted, the Super Famicom. I was really going to get one of these, but hey, it was sent to me. I'm going to keep it. Pretty cool. So thanks a lot. Awesome. So that's all the pickups for this time around. Everybody out there have a really great time playing all those retro games and arcade games. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.